Okay, so we want to do number 19 from 7.4. Okay, so they gave us this problem, which I'm struggling with reading right now. Yeah. So what was my first step? Don't panic. Even though there's a big circle and some crazy, well, there's a pi in this one. Cool. Okay. We're all fully panicked by the Greek letter? Okay. What do I do now that I'm not panicked? Read it? Okay. What does it say? Okay, so I've got, I don't know why this is shaking. There's no reason that this should shake. So I've got the radius in between a little circle and a big circle is 50, wait, the area? Okay, so they're saying that the stuff in between the two circles totals 56 pi centimeters squared. Okay, that's a weird number, but whatever. The radius of the larger circle is 1 centimeter less than twice the radius of the smaller circle. Oh, thank God they labeled that, right? They already wrote that here. That's what this is. 1 less than twice the radius of the little circle, and they labeled the radius of the little circle r. You guys with me on that? So thankfully they've done all the labeling here that needed to happen, and I don't have to turn this sentence into math, because they already did it. Right? That's this label. Cool? Okay. Now all I have to do is determine the length of the shorter radius. I have to know something about circles. What do you have to know about circles? What am I looking for here? Yeah, I'm looking for r, right? So I need some kind of a way to relate r to what? Pi? Kinda. What's the thing they told me about?
56 pi centimeters squared.
56 pi centimeters squared? Yeah, they told me something about 56 pi centimeters squared, right? What the heck is that? It's an area, right? So I better know some way to turn radius into area, right? You guys recognize that what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a function, right? That takes radii to areas. You guys see that? Do I know a function like that?
Pi r squared.
Pi r squared. Yeah. So r goes to pi r squared. Right? That's my function. You guys recognize that? All those little formulas that you learned in geometry class or wherever in high school, those are all functions. But they're all a relationship between sides or radius or whatever, and area or volume or whatever. So, okay, I got this, right? So what's this white area here? So this stuff? Do I know about the red? How about what's the radius of the red? What did they tell me the radius was?
It's 1 centimeter less than
That's the bigger one. What's the radius of the little circle? It's on the picture. R. You guys all see that? So this area, right? The area of this thing is, it's the radius of this thing is r, so the area is pi r squared. What's the area of the bigger one? So the bigger one looks like this, right? It's blue around the outside and then red on the inside. What's the area of that whole funny shaped thing? What's the radius of that funny shaped thing?
56 pi.
Okay, so the area of the blue bit is 56 pi, right? What's the area of the whole thing? Okay, it's 56 pi, right? Okay, see that? The blue stuff plus the red stuff plus pi r squared. You guys see that? Do I know another thing for this? I think I know another way to get at this.
Equals 2 radius minus 1. Well,
Okay. 2r minus 1 I think is involved somehow.
but it's pi 2 radius minus 1 squared.
Yeah. You guys see that? This is the radius of the big circle. Right, so if I looked at this radius and thought like big R, right, that's this distance. You guys see that? Then if I just like colorblind look at this circle, right? This whole big circle is a circle of radius big R. So its area should be pi, whatever big R is, squared. You guys see that? That's really the formula that takes a radius and turns it into the area of a circle. Is you multiply by this funny pi symbol, and then you take whatever the radius was and square it. You guys see that? So here what I'm thinking when I look at this thing is I'm thinking this is pi big R squared. And I have a number for big R. Well, almost a number for big R. It's 2r minus 1. You guys see this? So the whole circle's area is equal to the area of the blue plus the area of the red. Cool that? So in the end here I have one equation, right? What's my equation that I just found? Good. I found that pi times 2r minus 1 squared has to be 56 pi plus pi r squared. Okay. Show of hands for confused and a little bit frightened at this point. Okay. Let's pretend we had just this to start with. What can I do with this? Close. So first off, who's a little frightened by the pi thing? It's a funny symbol. It's kind of scary. Yeah, let's divide by that thing and get it out of there. It's just a number. You can divide by it. Right? What's the only number you can't divide by? 0. Is pi 0? No. Okay, so let's divide this whole thing by pi. So what am I going to get once I've divided by pi? So I've got 2r minus 1 squared is 56 plus r squared. Are we a little more comfy with this one? Yeah, hopefully. Okay, what's this thing look like? Yeah, if there wasn't an r squared over here, I'd just extract roots, right? Damn it. There's an r squared over there, so what do I have to do? Distribute, kind of. Does this distribute? FOIL, maybe? You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
I really need to turn this into a quadratic equation so I can feed it into the quadratic formula or complete the square on it or something. Right now it's in an inconvenient form. So my trick for these is multiply them out, stick them in a convenient form. So let's try FOIL. What do you get when you FOIL this guy out? You guys want to write this down and try foiling it out for a second? So that should be, this FOIL should be 2r minus 1 times 2r minus 1. Take a second. Get somewhere?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, what'd you get? Hopefully 4r squared
Minus 4r
minus 4r
plus 1.
plus 1. Good. Equals
56.
56 plus r squared. Okay, now if we're going to do this kind of, I don't know, quadratic or complete the square or whatever, yeah, I'd probably go for the quadratic formula on this one. So let's move the r squared first. So we've got 4r squared minus 4r plus 1. Wait. 3, because I took one away, is
56.
56. And then we'll
56.
subtract 50, well, awkward 5. Subtract 56. So now I've got 3r squared minus 4r
Minus 55.
minus 55 equals 0. Then what?
Then identify your A, B, and C.
Equation or something.
Yeah, either complete the square or cram this in the quadratic formula. I would kind of recommend towards quadratic formula on this one. So what are your A, B, and C?
3, negative 4, negative 55.
3, negative 4, negative 55. Cool. Seems good. You guys want to cram this in there? All right. What are you going to do with the result? In the end, you're going to get out of the quadratic formula two things, right? One's positive, one's negative. So you're going to pick the positive one because it's a radius, and then the sentence you're going to write is going to say something like,
The length of the shorter radius.
yeah, so the length of the short radius is whatever the positive thing you get out of the quadratic formula is. Cool? Okay.